Alan Border skippering Australia for the 49th time. Only Clive Lloyd of the West Indies has a better record than that as skipper, but 49 times as captain for Alan Border. And the change to the published team for the Australians is that Greg Campbell is 12th man and Carl Rackerman comes into the side. Now, Pakistan, after all the dramas of the last few days, have finally announced that side. Imran Khan as skipper. Then there's Amir Malik, Shoaib Mohammed, Mansour Akhtar, Javed Miandad, Ijaz Ahmed, Salim Yusuf, the wicketkeeper, Tausif Ahmed, the spinner, Wasim Akram, Waqar Yunus, Aqib Javed, and Maqsood Rana is the 12th man. We join play now in the 4th over. 4 runs are on the board. Wasim Akram is the bowler. Mark Taylor, the Australian left-hand opener, is taking strike.
Oh, he's dropped it. Well, would you believe it? He's found the outside edge. That was the plan. Straight to Javed, and he shelled it out.
Well, Javed has a few problems coming into this match with a sprained wrist. He's had it in a splint. And of all the men on the field to go to, Javed, normally one of the best fielders in the Pakistani side. So the catch is going down. It's followed the Pakistan side now to Australia. And at a vital stage in this test match, this is how it happened.
It's good delivery and a straightforward one from Javed. He had his eye on it all the way. It obviously didn't hit the middle of his hands, and look at the reaction of the bowler. He's been bowling for that and found the outside edge. That is very frustrating. Oh, and that's a good bouncer, but once again, as he sticks that bouncer in, so he stretches his front foot forward and over the line he goes. Now, that was a better one. It was very straight, and it certainly had Taylor pulling his head out of the way very quickly.
It reinforces the thought that this young man is a very talented young bowler, very fast, and that is just about perfection in the bouncer. He will have taken some confidence too in Taylor taking his eye away.
Oh, he's hit him. He went wide on that occasion, and that really must have hurt him. It's hit him straight on the elbow.
Yes, and quite rightly, look at this. In two minds, whether to go down, whether to play, and on sheer pace, had him in two minds, and that coming about for some earlier deliveries. And have a look at this. Beautiful action, very quick arm action, and that delivery. Just a delivery or two before, straight over the top of middle stump, had him ducking, and that one just the right height, about ribcage high.
Good pull shot there from Mark Taylor. He's hit it very well, but the right hand was off the bat very quickly after he hit it.
Well, that's a big confidence builder for Mark Taylor. He was tested there by the Pakistan captain. He dropped it in short, and as we saw in match in Hobart, he's a wonderful pull of the ball. This is a pull shot. It's round about a foot outside the off stump. Didn't try to keep it down immediately. He whipped it through the mid-wicket position. It was always going to be 4. So the first sign of aggression from Mark Taylor.
Along the ground, that, Nick. And it'll carry away to the fence.
Well, when you drop a top-order batsman, you generally pay the penalties, particularly a man like Taylor, who's a wonderful player. He certainly should have been out caught at slip. He's pulled one away. This time it's an edge, all the way on the ground when it reached the slip cord and through the gap there, and it raced away for 4. The outfield reasonably fast considering the grass cover. Aqib Javed, he should bowl well under these conditions.
He's got that one away. Decided to go for the cut shot. It looked to me as if it hit it right in the middle of the bat, and that certainly will bring a smile, I should think, to Marsh's face.
Marsh goes to 8. Taylor's 19, but they're doing the job. It's so important that the Australians survived in this first session. They could have easily lost 2 or 3 wickets. They were sent in to bat. This one's short and wide, and Marsh laid back and was on the front foot, swayed back and found the gap, and it raced away for 4.
Tausif getting an opportunity now from the members' end. It'll be very interesting to see whether there's a little bit of grip for him out there. It's well played. Back for the second. This will be close. He's got him. Oh, that must have been so close. The throw just a little high. Had it been a little flatter, I think Mark Taylor may have regretted calling for the second there. He looked in trouble from the moment he set off.
Yes, the fieldsman took a while to throw it, and then the throw was just a fraction high. But Taylor was really struggling. There's the fieldsman coming around from fine leg, picks it up well. Ejaz, a good throw, and there it is. It's a fraction high, and there's the decision. Just home.
I beg your pardon?
Just home.
Well, I'd like to have another look at that. Perhaps close enough. In the air, but wide of Imran and down to the boundary for 4.
Glorious shot. Taylor getting to the pitch, hitting over mid-wicket, trying to hit the ball on the ground, using his feet beautifully. Down he comes.
New bowler is Bakar Yunus.
He's hit him on the head. Well, we've seen a fair bit of ducking and turning of the head. And that one obviously has stunned him a bit. Good bouncer. Seemed to surprise him a little bit. He turned his back on the ball, hit him straight on the back of the head.
Really was badly played, really. You've got to either go down and keep your eye on the ball, and it's a nasty blow. There he is. He's trying to get on the front foot, and he just turns his head.
That's a good shot. Beautiful shot off the back foot. And that races away over this beautifully manicured turf here. There are a few rougher patches of sand, but much quicker than we saw just after Boxing Day.
Good player, Mark Taylor, and that one wouldn't have hurt him as much. A lot of bottom hand in that shot. Square drive from Jeff Marsh, and it won't go all the way. Shoaib hot in pursuit, and he hasn't got a very good arm, Shoaib. That's a fantastic shot. It wasn't all that short. And he's picked that up very quickly indeed. It just beats the man running around from fine leg. Bakar Yunus into the fence. Unbelievable shot.
He's quickly assessed the bounce on that. The line around leg stump or thereabouts. One of his favourite shots. Middled that beautifully. Long boundary out there backward a square leg. Looks a pretty trusty blade he's got too. A long chase. In fact, in the finish, quite a tease.
Once again, the Scouscraft catch it, but they're unable to do it. Would have been a very good catch. That one was hit right off the middle of the bat. Ejaz is the man in the gully, but it's the sort of thing that you've got to hang on to after you've sent the opposition in.
Well, this should have been caught. Short ball, played the cut shot, didn't quite middle it, got a hand to it, and luckily for him it bounced away out of his reach. So that's the second chance down. Went quite quickly, got his hands to it, but it's a sick feeling.
And that won't make the bowler feel any better at all. Just what you don't want about 3 balls after having a guy dropped. It smashed through the covers for 4.
Yeah, this was a beautiful shot. Magnificent cover drive right into the gap as well. And across the outfield it goes down to the extra cover boundary.
And a shout there, and he's given. Well taken by Salim Yusuf, and that's a good reward for some excellent bowling. So the The move of coming around the wicket to the right-hander has worked for Wasim Akram.
They desperately needed that wicket. Marsh getting a thick edge on this one, the ball angling in a long way and then just holding up a little bit. A magnificent delivery, really. It's hard to get them to move when you bowl at that sort of angle. It hit the outside edge, nicely taken, and Marsh is out. He really has struggled through this innings.
So now they've got a new batsman in. It's a new ball game for them as David Boone takes guard. It's getting very warm here in Melbourne. Bright sunny afternoon. It's going to be hard work for the bowlers.
Out. And the reason for that is that he was coming around the wicket, slanting in to David Boone, and that is absolutely fatal, just to shove your pads at the ball these days, the way the LBW law is.
Yes, the law says you must play a shot and strike your outside on. He's around the wicket, and that's going to certainly hit middle and off. And Wasim Akram's on a hat-trick at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, and all of a sudden it's 2 for 90. And the 16 or 17,000 people here now on the edge of their seats. Boone out for a duck, first ball.
Australian captain Alan Border is the newcomer to the crease. He won't have strike. Been far away. It's given him his half-century, but it was one of the riskier of runs.
Yes, I think it would have been Mark Tara run out 49 if that had hit the stumps. What a wonderful effort by Mark Tara. A courageous young man, just what the doctor ordered from Australia when I was sent him to bat. He's fought very hard for that 50, 6 fours.
It's 2 for 92, 43 overs gone. This is the hat-trick ball.
And for Alan Border, there's going to be 4 swips and a go in a short leg. It could be a wonderful moment for Wasim Akram in the Melbourne Cricket Ground.
Well, you won't be any closer to a hat-trick than that in your life, my boy.
What more can you do? He's beaten the outside edge all day. He's got Alan Border playing and missing, went straight through to the keeper, played inside it in fact, trying to find the outside edge. Wasim Akram misses out on a hat-trick.
Now Imran Khan, the skipper, comes back on at the members' end. And eventually he got it. Looked as though he'd tripped in going for the catch. Away to his left, that's Aqib Javed. Imran takes the wicket. Mark Taylor has gone after a brave innings, and Australia 3 down. What a turnabout.
What a fine piece of bowling. He tested him out early on and Mark Taylor put him away for 4. This time it's a fraction quicker and not quite as wide. It was not quite as wide. The off stump forced Taylor to hit a bit straighter. And Aqib there at mid-on, moving across, taking the catch, and all of a sudden Australia have lost 3 wickets quickly, and Pakistan back in this match. Taylor out for a magnificent 52. A lot of courage from Mark Taylor at 3 for 98.
Dean Jones is the new batsman coming out to join skipper Alan Border.
And Dean Jones is a nervous starter, we all know that. I'm not quite sure why he's got a silly point to him. I would have thought a 3rd slip would have been the go. There's 2 slips and a go, a short leg and a silly point. Imran Khan to Dean Jones.
Beautifully bowled. That was quick and it was good, and it's done the trick again.
One thing you can say about Dean Jones, he's pretty predictable. With break bowls just outside of the line of the off stump, he will play as he did against Richard Hadley. This time he gets plenty of bat onto this. Look where he is, Imran, right close to the stumps. There's the line. It cuts in. Jones gets a thick edge. Through it goes. It's 4 for 98, and what a turnabout. What a test match. 356 wickets for Imran Khan. A duck for Jones. And it's all happening at the Melbourne Cricket Ground.
Another hat-trick. And the one thing Steve Waugh won't want is the same type of delivery as the one responsible for Jones' dismissal. It was an absolute ripper. Well, there wasn't much in Wasim Akram's effort for the hat-trick, and Imran was close to it as well.
Well, that's a good shot. He's pushed that one away off the back foot, over pitch. That's straight out of the Stephen Waugh scrapbook.
And second slip didn't even move for that, which means that he either didn't see it or not sure what happened, but it didn't go all that far from his right boot. It wasn't a catch, it was along the ground, but he didn't even move.
Mansour Akhtar was having a sleep, because really it was a slash and it went on the ground and bottom edge probably. Back there, he doesn't move.
Beautifully played. Terrific reply there from Alan Border. That's why he's such a great player. Don't worry about the one that's just gone past. Concentrate on the next one.
Akib had the right idea. He got the ball on a good length, but it was far too wide, and Border, the master of the cover drive when it's in the slot there, he was moving, it was wide, hit it on the up, and was always going to be four. Probably the shot of the day, really, under the circumstances. There was the loose ball, and there it goes.
Oh, and that's just missed the stumps, and we're going to have no wickets in the third session. I wonder if that's the way it's going to be.
That hit the stump, didn't it, or just missed it? Just missed it. It was very close. We're talking about just missed the stumps. Look at that. And that's what you need, a little lucky break for the batsman, bad luck for the bowler. But a good reply from young Akib. Forced Border back. He pushed it down. It bounces off the boot. Hit the stump. Didn't knock the bail off. Well, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Luck's a fortune.
Edged, and has Salim Yusuf got that one? Yes, he has. So Steve Waugh is on his way after a let-off, and that was a very good catch by Salim Yusuf to get Akib his first Test wicket.
Well, that was a classic catch. It was a gem. You couldn't tell whether he held it or not. He rolled over Yusuf. There was a genuine neck there. It hits the seam and it just moves away. Waugh playing in front of himself. A beautiful catch and a wonderful wicket for Pakistan. And young Akib gets his first Test wicket, and what a scalp. The wicket of Stephen Waugh. Caught behind for 20. It's 5 for 131.
Peter Sleep comes in.
Beautiful shot. Fetch that. A magnificent cover drive. It won't quite reach the fence. It's a very long boundary down there. And Sleep looks as if he's going to settle for 3. Oh, he smashed that one away in the gap, and it's running down towards the third man boundary. Into the fence it goes, and umpire Peter McConnell signalling a very well played 4 by Border.
Well, there is one other way of getting this man out of the attack, and that's to hit him out of the attack.
Got him, he's out, caught that slip. Wasim Akram has struck. He has got the vital wicket of Alan Border, and boy, the Pakistanis know that that was a major breakthrough. One of the toughest men in cricket to get out has been dismissed, caught third slip.
Yes, and well caught by Javed. Javed was responsible for dropping one early in the day. He dropped Mark Taylor, but that one was waist height, and he was delighted to snare that. And Wasim Akram knew best. He stayed around the wicket to Alan Border and eventually got the Australian skipper. So he's out for 24. Caught Javed, bowled Akram, and Australia now slump to 6 for 148.
So Ian Healy now.
Imran's going to bowl from the southern end, the outer end.
He won't need much motivation. Certainly that will rile him no end. But nothing worse. Come back to a new spell. You get one near enough to line and length, and the next one is pushed away quite firmly through the covers. I just used the angle of the bat there. Very educated shot into the vacant area at third man. Big chase for Javed. It's another 3, so 10 off the over. Australia 6 for 172. Tausif Ahmed, the off spinner.
Ian Healy is a real goer. As we see there, he's locked it over mid-wicket. That's racing out towards the boundary. Jarvis, the fieldsman, they should run 4 here. It's a long boundary. That's 90 metres out there. And Healy coming back for the 4 all run. So Ian Healy doing a good job here. A very valuable partnership. Australia was 6 for 148. And all of a sudden the run tempo has been lifted. Change in the bowling. It's going to be Waqar Younis to come back into the attack. He's an impulsive hooker, Ian Healy, and this time he's going to get 4. Well, now this is a chance to bowl a bounce or two because Ian Healy will go. I just wonder whether the fine leg should be a fraction squarer, but Healy just loves to hook.
Yes, it was way outside off stump. It hit the top edge and went straight over the top of the wicketkeeper's head.
That was a good fight back, the partnership between Peter Sleep and Ian Healy for Australia, 23 and 33 respectively. They were still able only to manage 6 for 198 at the close of play. That only came from 83 overs. An excellent performance from Mark Taylor earlier in the day, and a good opening stand between Marsh and Taylor of 90. Took them 257 balls, but it was tough going out there, I tell you. A duck for Boone, a duck for Jones, and a struggle for Border and War. Then that excellent partnership. Great bowling from Imran and Wasim Akram. I thought the latter bowled wonderfully well today. 3 for 54 in 26 overs and 8 maidens. 2 for 36 for Imran, 1 for 47 for Aqib. I thought Waqar Younis also bowled well in strike, and 3 runs have been added to the overnight total.
It's close. He's got him, yes. What a bowler. What a beautiful bowler. The bounces and then the full length swinging in. Peter Sleep plumb in front. And that's the wicket they needed with the old ball in the 84th over.
It was a fine piece of bowling. Softened him up with a short one, although it was a no ball. It pushed Sleep onto the back foot. And then he beat him completely with what was an attempted Yorker, but was always going to hit the stumps. And what a happy man he is. Australia 7 for 201.
Merv Hughes, who's in good form with the bat this year, comes out. That's in the air, and that's going to be safe. No third man. It will be close to 4. Makes it. Well, they all count. He dropped it in short. Healy not frightened to take him on.
It was an intentional shot. Healy meaning to hit that ball high over gully. It's a very well controlled shot. Gets onto the back foot quickly against the faster bowlers. The thing about that is it's all right being on the back foot to the fast bowlers if you've got the shots to play off the back foot. Healy has. He cuts. He loves cutting.
It's well driven. It's 4. Beautifully struck by Mervyn Hughes, straight down the ground.
It's a very good shot from Merv Hughes. As always, when he goes after one, he generally gets it pretty close to the middle of the bat, Merv.
Ian Healy, magnificent 48. Hughes 8. That's a catch. Oh, he's gone. Caught it first slip. A real muck-up by Yusuf, but Swift was there, took the catch. That's a superb piece of bowling. 5 for Wasim Akram. This is a great man in action.
Yes, Salim Yusuf would do better to just concentrate on his wicket-keeping, because he really made a mess of this, and after such a fine piece of bowling, it would have been a tragedy to mess that up. But Mansour Akhtar had slipped around behind Salim Yusuf. So for the 6th time in his career, Wasim Akram has 5 in an innings. Australia 8 for 223.
Terry Alderman makes his way to the crease. Out! Yes, that's out. Well bowled. Beautiful piece of bowling. Short leg, took a step back, then come forward. 6 for Wasim Akram. He's the best fast bowler we've seen for some time.
For Bill, 15 wickets at the Gabba. Richard Hadley, I'll just remind you of what you were saying on that occasion, but this has been a magnificent spell from Wasim Akram. He's now got 6. Terry Alderman wasn't going to do any further damage to his legs, and Australia are 9 for 223.
Carl Rackerman. He knows he's going to go back to the dressing room, but how soon? That's the question. Oh, beautifully bowled.
Bit too much bounce there for Wasim Akram's liking.
And Aqib Jabir into the attack now. Once again, that shot's got him. He's got him. He's out. First ball. Shoaib doing the catching down there, and have a look at that for a smile on the face of the youngster. So Shoaib making no mistake, and after a very useful performance there, Ian Healy succumbs to that bouncer, which he hits straight down Shoaib's throat.
Well, the trap was set, and Ian Healy loves to have a hook or a pull, and he's hit that one in the air. Shoaib taking the simplest of catches, and Aqib Jabir gets his second wicket. But there's no doubt about it, the man of the moment is Wasim Akram. Good innings by Ian Healy, but a great performance by Wasim Akram.
Welcome back. Well, that was a great performance from the Pakistan bowlers. The Australian batsmen couldn't cope with it. It was just superb bowling and really good cricket from Pakistan that saw Australia all out for 223. That was a good partnership between Sleep and Healy. Most of it yesterday. It realised 53 from 111 balls faced. And Healy and Hughes added a valuable 22 there from the 33 balls they had to face out in the centre. But 223 is a moderate total. And the bowling figures tell the story with Wasim Akram absolutely superb. 30 overs, 9 maidens, 6 for 62. Good support from Imran and from Aqib. Waqar didn't bowl at all today. 12 overs, 3 maidens, no wicket for 27 yesterday. So a big task so far as the Australian bowlers and the fielders are concerned. They must hold their catches out there. We join play now in the 5th over. 12 runs are on the board. Terry Alderman is the bowler. Shoaib Mohammad is taking straight. First down for Alderman, and with the more unlikely of his deliveries, the bouncer. You don't see Terry Alderman bowl too many of those, but he got it into the right spot, and it looked like a glove on the way through to Ian Healy.
The master of swing, using the extra bounce in the MCG wicket, the hard ball, and again we see another catch go behind the wicket. Healy absolutely wrapped. So the first Pakistan batsman out now. Shoaib for 6, Pakistan 1 for 12.
The new batsman is Mansur Akhtar. That's very well bowled. It got up from not all that short of a position on the pitch. Dean Jones, the fielder. And gone. Well, the batsman doesn't seem too keen about it. In fact, I'm not sure he actually wants to go. Reluctantly, one might say.
He's still got a long way to go, Richie. It's around about 100 metres off there. It's going to be a lonely walk because in terms of a reaction, it's certainly not a good sight. The umpire deliberated for a long time. The man in white is always right. Alderman picks up his second. Amar Malik out for 7. Pakistan just a little ruffled at 2 for 20.
One of the greatest batsmen the world has seen, Javed Miandad.
In fact, it would be a tremendous privilege to be around if he ever does achieve that feat, to see Javed Miandad score a triple test match century, that would be something else. As we saw his record, his highest 280 not out. His partner, Mansour Akhtar.
And another one. Rackerman this time. Mansour Akhtar goes. Was never quite covering that. Rackerman's bowled pretty well from that southern stand end. He's been getting a little bit of extra life, and that may have been why Mansour Akhtar wasn't completely behind the ball in playing defensively.
As he was searching half forward, and in Australia, as against England, that's the sort of delivery that does the damage. The extra bounce, the ultimate seamer, the one that climbs and leaves the batsman. So Mansour Akhtar, he now departs for 5, and Pakistan in real trouble at 3 for 20.
Ijaz Ahmed, the new batsman.
Ijaz goes, bang, and that's racing away for 4. Well, that's the first sign of real aggression from Ijaz, and that was well hit.
Short and outside off stump. And Ijaz, no fears at all about having a cut at this. And he's hit it pretty well, even though it was in the air. And just for a moment, from where I was, I heard the crowd roar. I saw Jeffrey Marsh have his hands up in front of his face, and I thought he's caught that.
Rackerman 10 overs, 3 maidens, 1 for 15. That's a good opening burst from the big Queenslander as Mervyn Hughes paces out his run to the joy of the crowd in the outer. And there it goes, safely away down to third man for 4. Well, he's enticed the bouncer. Ijaz went for it, fair enough. May have struck his helmet or the gloves, raced away for 4.
Nice and quick, and it almost looked as though it caught the back of his helmet. Probably didn't, but certainly from where I was sitting, I thought for a moment it came off the top edge and then clipped his helmet. Certainly beaten for pace.
Oh, that's well hit. That's a fine shot. That's probably the shot of the match. He did get into that position quickly for that and whipped it away for 4. Beautiful pull shot. He's got it out. Yes, beautiful bowling, Alderman. Full length and then the bouncer for the second time this match. That's a superb piece of fast bowling. And Healy does the rest, and Javad's gone. Bowler beats batsman.
Well, Javed Miandad, one of the world's great players, if not the world's greatest, had been coming forward to Terry Alderman. He'd been on the front foot. He'd been playing with a full face of the bat, and he was outthought by the great swing bowler Terry Alderman. Terry, for the second time today, has dug one in short, and for the second time today, he's been successful. A little nick, and Java would be very disappointed with that. And he didn't get the 1s or the 2s that he usually picks up early in his innings. He's out for 3. Caught Ian Healy, bowled Terry Alderman. Pakistan now 4 for 44. The new man at the crease is their captain, Imran Khan.
Good attacking player, Ijaz Ahmed. That's his natural game. Whether or not he'd have the courage to play it in this situation is another matter. Oh, what a good catch. What a super catch, and well bowled by Merv Hughes. Imran at the other end. A solitary figure. And joy from all the Australian players. Ijaz drawn into the stroke outside the off stump. A quick bouncing delivery. Not a stroke he'll remember with any great deal of affection. And brilliantly caught there. Mark Taylor might have a damaged hand, damaged forearm, but he's taken 2 splendid catches, and Pakistan 5 for 44. New batsman is Salim Yusuf, the wicket-keeper. A very, very good stroke.
Likes to hook, Salim Yusuf.
In the air, and he's got him. What a catcher. He's the best in Australia. He didn't look as if he was going to drop that one. The Australian slip cordon performing superbly.
Catches win matches. There's always going to be a lot of catches behind the wicket. This sort of wicket moving around a bit, and they don't come much better than that. It's the second time we've seen the ball slap into those hands. Very confident pair of hands. Pakistan keeper out for 16. They're in trouble, real trouble. 6 for 65.
Wasim Akram, having taken all the wickets, is now expected to make the runs. 4 slips in the gully, forward short leg, and that was a real gimme. Bowled him a slow ball, ended up being a full toss, and he's whipped it away down towards square leg, and it's just rolling down towards the boundary, but not quite.
Well, they pick up 4. A man who's covering a lot of ground on this huge arena, Peter Sleep.
Oh, and he's got him a brilliant catch. Beautifully taken there by Healy, diving way to his left. The Aussies behind the wicket are really hot.
Well, Yusuf, the Pakistan wicket-keeper, took 3 catches when Australia were batting. And now we see himself falling to a catch behind the wicket.
So 7 for 71. Tawseef is the new batsman.
And that's out as well. Caught at first slip by Terry Alderman. That's the end of the skipper, Imran. Good piece of bowling by Rackman. That's his second wicket.
Now, Rackman bowled really well from the bottom end, the southern stand or outer end, and now he's been switched to bowl at the members' end. He's bowled equally well. Good delivery, and it just cuts away. It's a loose stroke from him, and Terry Alderman has a very safe pair of hands, as indeed do all the Australians today.
And now Pakistan 8 for 71 as their number 10 batsman, Waqar Younis.
There we go. Almost on cue.
A pretty good shot, that too. A genuine pull shot. I look for 4 here, and Tawseef wanting to come back.
I should think you'll probably stay up for the highlights in order to see another little look at that one. Oh, that's hit on the arm. Well, now that's got to be the end of that. Merv Hughes has had enough of this. He's gone for him, and he's hit him on the arm, and he's really gone down now. He's in agony. Good job he didn't take it off. Merv is wandering down towards square leg. He's not interested in the proceedings down the other end. He's hanging on to his arm, not too keen that anyone should touch it, and onto the field comes yet another Pakistani. Merv has walked straight to square leg. It wasn't his fault. Peter Sleep is going to get his first opportunity with the ball.
That's a good shot. He's given that the heave-ho. Hit it pretty well. And he's also run into Peter Sleep, I think, as they were completing the run. And that brings up the 100 for Pakistan.
I've tried that already. Oh, there's a big appeal there for LBW. He's got him out. He's gone. Yep, he's gone. Just once too often he stuck that pad straight down the line, and that is the end of that little innings.
Oh, what do you think of that decision?
Well, it looked all right to me. He was pushing forward, but it pitched in line and would have hit.
He's out anyway. That's 9 for 106.
Aqib Javed, 17 years of age, in his second test match. He's got him, out caught behind. That's the end of the Pakistanis. Now, I'll tell you what, he definitely hit that one, Bill. They're going to have 5 minutes batting, the Australian openers. Well, whatever one wants to say, those last 3 Pakistani batsmen put up a bit of a fight.
Yes, they did. They showed a lot of courage. But this is a good ball by Rackham. There's a bit of bounce still in this wicket. A big deflection. Ian Healy takes his 4th catch. He's had a very good day and a very good bowling performance by all the Australian bowlers. Rackerman, Alderman, Hughes and Peter Sleep. And the fielding was A grade. Superb catching. A wonderful performance. Defending only 223 to bowl a side out in a day on the Melbourne Cricket Ground on the second day of a test match is a magnificent bowling performance. Great effort by Border. He shuffled the bowlers around. They didn't let him down. And this is a very good Australian team. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery, because they're aware that Taylor likes to pull and hook. And that was a great delivery early on.
That was a similar one that got him into trouble before. In the first innings, a couple of bounces over the head, and then one he just couldn't get out of the road. Look at the line of that, is just about perfect. Over middle and leg stump.
Wasm Akram to continue. Marsh on strike. That's well played, beautifully played. He's picked up the short ball and helped it on its way. That's the best shot we're seeing from Geoff Marsh in this match. Beautifully played.
Nothing going the way of Pakistan. A controlled shot, one that our fellow commentator Tony Gregg used to play with a great degree of success. A short one over the top of the slips cordon.
It is going to be Waqar.
That really was moving. It was moving faster than the slip fielder, actually.
Mansour Akhtar at first slip. I can tell you this, that had Mark Taylor been at first slip, he would have got a hand on that, and I'd almost back him to have caught it. Flash of a cut shot, and just a little late on that.
And it's going to be Aqib Javed.
One stung the bowler a bit. Don't know they got it absolutely off the meat of the bat. If they hustle along, they'll run for. Which they have done. That's the end of the over. It's no wicket for 49.
And Wasim Akram is going to take up the attack again. That's a magnificent shot. Beautifully played away. Timing perfect.
There's no doubt about it. Certainly watching the ball here. No worries at all. And the umpire just a little late in that reaction. He could have almost been pinned.
And so this partnership now worth 58. And that one's been whipped away as well. It's running down towards the boundary. Almost the identical shot, this time played by the left-hander. Into the fence she goes. That's good timing too.
We should congratulate the ground staff here at the MCG. The surface much quicker than the first game, the one-day international played here on Boxing Day. They worked very hard, but have a look at this for a shot. That is beautiful timing, lovely balance, whipped away off the toes.
And he's gone. Wasim Akram couldn't get one himself, but he's caught one off Aqib Javid's bowling. And the first man goes down for Australia, Geoff Marsh, after an excellent partnership.
Excellent partnership once again of 73 by Marsh and Talbot. 4 points to Wasim Akram. He's kept the pressure on at one end. Aqib gets the ball to just move away, entice Marsh into the drive, went quickly to first sweep, a sharp catch. The first wicket is down at 73, and David Boone will make his way to the crease. He made duck in the first innings. He's on a pair. That's 1 for 73.
That will be a considerable relief, not only for David, but for his nearest and dearest as well. It's 1 for 75. There's a pretty good reply, isn't it?
Yes, he went for the Yorker. And Boone was on. He's a beautiful straight driver, David Boone. He hit that right up the middle, so the first punch thrown by David Boone was 2 full. He got on the full. Timed it beautifully.
Air ball call, eh? Well, that was either brave or foolhardy on David Boone's part, because I don't think he would have got the call before he decided to play no stroke.
Oh no, why wasn't Akram's upset? That would have been out. Gone for all money. The second time in 2 days. The no ball call saved David Boone.
He's gone for that one, and into the gap it goes. If David Boone's out there for a while, he'll start lifting the run rate, that's for sure. His tactics these days are orientated to aggression, and if it's up there, he'll go for it. And if it's short, he'll cut it as well. So Waqar into the attack.
And the other thing is they won't win unless they start taking catches like that.
Yes, it may not quite have made it. David Boone just wiping the sweat from his brow there as the 100 is recorded for Australia. Let's have another look now at that thick edge. There she goes, and just short, I'd say, although perhaps did take a little time getting down. He would have had to have come forward there, and that is very difficult.
Every one of those runs has been valuable.
That'll be the 50 for Mark Taylor. $50 in each innings for Mark Taylor. A very good fighting effort.
He hasn't done badly. 839 runs against England, just 67 against the West Indies, only 1 hit against New Zealand. 304 against the Sri Lankans, and now 102. Oh, that's a straight pull shot. And it's going to go for 4 once more. End of the over. Australia 1 for 116.
Torsif is on. Trouble for someone. Now the umpire's got to make a decision. David Boone called yes. Boone is walking off, so Mark Taylor must have stayed in his crease. They didn't cross, and it's trouble for David Boone. And he won't be too thrilled about that because it was his call.
And they may well have got away with it, the Australians, had that ball not been hit to guess who. Wasim Akram. Lovely return from him. Not under a lot of pressure when he took it, but that's a real tragedy for David Boone and for Australia. because that is not the sort of thing you want to happen in any test match, let alone one where runs are hard to come by. Australia now 2 for 116.
Alan Border is the number 4 for Australia. Keeve is at third man.
Sweeps well. That's a beautiful shot. Pitching on leg stump. That could well be 4. Running down the hill. That's a glorious sweep shot.
Yes, he's starting to cut loose now.
As he hooks that away, that's one of his better hook shots. It's racing away for 4. Now that's a genuine hook shot. Into position quickly, hooking it in the air. Always going to be 4.
Yes, a magnificent shot, this one. That ball was short, and he picked it early and decided that he was going to smash it away. And this boundary brings up the 250 lead. It's 252 to be precise.
Border drives beautifully through mid-off. Glorious cover drive and off driver, Alan Border. Full face of the bat. The tempo lifted now. Australia pushing on to a great lead. 2 for 152. Good shot. Beautiful shot.
Torsif taking some punishment. Mark Taylor beginning to cut loose here. Looking decidedly more relaxed now. He's been out there for a while. Held a short delivery and he really did punish it well. Hit it straight into the gap.
And that's a great shot again. Replay of the previous over.
As into the fence it goes. You certainly can't afford to be short from just outside off stump. Mark Taylor will really batter the pickets on that side of the ground.
That's the Mark Taylor of England, isn't it? Placement, timing. Torsif maybe have to going around the wicket here to change the angle a bit. Wide and short. And Mark Taylor on the way to another 100. Batting beautifully. Just in the last hour, he's taken control. Got some nice sweep shots and square cuts against the spinner. 10 fours. Oh, prize pass slip. Well, they couldn't catch it with the net, really. He moved about 5 minutes too late. Didn't go to hand. Torsif not happy, and rightly so. He beat Border in flight there.
This Border looks like a man in a hurry, actually. This is the last over for T. No question of him playing for T. Down the wicket he goes there and tries to thrash it away. And it flew in the direction of third man.
Beautiful shot from the Australian skipper. That's when he looks his best, when he's driving, Alan Border. Through the offside, looks marvellous.
Well, really, the intimidating bowling of bouncer to the Australian captain. There was no doubt here. He picks up the line beautifully, judges the length, and finds the middle of the bat.
Placement was spot on. Just a little turn of the wrist there.
Jarvid's always got an idea. Always plotting somebody's downfall.
Well, just a question of whether he caught it.
Well, if there was an edge, it was certainly a bottom edge.
98 Taylor, 33 Bordeaux.
That'll be it for Mark Taylor. His third Test century this summer.
Well, I hope the Pakistan player who makes 100 gets more applause from the Australian players than Taylor is getting from the Pakistan players. It's a fine innings. He's previously made 136, 219, 164, 108, and now 100.
Torsif around the wicket. It's in the air. It could be the end of Mark Taylor. He's under it at square leg. That's the end of a great innings. The off spinner breaks through. Armour Malik takes a simple catch, but a wonderful exhibition of batting by Mark Taylor. Another century, 3 in the last 4 Test matches, and a magnificent ovation.
Well, this is the end of a great innings. Taylor trying to sweep that in front of square leg and just turning the wrists a little bit early. Perhaps it turned a fraction on him, and the ball went straight up in the air, and Armour Malik took the catch. Looked up at the sun as if to say, well, it was a difficult one. Australia now 3 for 204.
Dean Jones on a king pair. He was out first ball in the first innings. Oh, how close can you go?
Well, they wouldn't say it was Makram's luck is getting any better. Just a little shake of the head, walks back to his mark. What a magnificent delivery. What, do you have 1 over's rest? And Dean Jones can consider himself very, very fortunate not to have made a first ball duck in both innings of this Test match.
Still on a pair. Cuts, he's up the mark. Safely down a third man for 4, but really, we must consider was Makram very unlucky. For Dean Jones, it's a great moment. He's off the dreaded pair, but beaten neck and crop for that first delivery. Replies with a wonderful square cut. Close. Got him! Good bowling. Going around the wicket. Squared him up. Well, that must have held its line because Jones seemed to be on the popping crease, but the line was there. Jones not happy with that decision. The umpire is Rick Evans.
Oh, I don't think Dean showed any real disappointment. I think that's fair enough. I think it might have hit leg stump. Umpire Evans certainly thought it did. Would have, sorry. And he had no hesitation whatsoever. Get Australia 4 for 216.
Steve Waugh makes his way to the ground. Well, what a turnaround. Well, that's a good reply. That's Steve Waugh at his best off the back foot. But still slashing. Second ball. It's a nice way to get off the mark, but it still does encourage the bowler to attack.
And there is a wicket. Well, Waugh is out. Akram does it again, and what a great bowler. Let's have a look at that one again in relay.
Thanks,
Back
Max.
to the central commentary position.
Thanks, Max. Yes, it's happening. What a bowler. He's tested Steve Waugh out. You could see it was on. The pressure was applied. They didn't bring in an extra slip. He drops in short. He plays and tries to draw away, gets a touch, and Waugh is gone. 5 for 220. Peter Sleep comes out. Attacking field. Bowled him! What a Yorker! Straight through Peter Sleep. A hat-trick for Wasim Akram. Oh, what a performance. It's a joy to watch.
He hasn't got a hat-trick yet, Bill, but he's on a hat-trick. I can tell you that. He's on a hat-trick, and Ian Healy's the next man in. Look at this for a delivery. That's a Yorker on leg stump. May have just flicked the toe on the way past. Sleepy could do nothing about that. This man is Great. I love him. I reckon he's the best bowler I've seen for years. Australia now 6 for 220.
He's on an hat-trick. In he comes. Whoa, he's hit him on the foot and it's gone down to fine leg. So it was going down the leg side. Leg by signalled. He certainly is a tremendous performance. And that one's beautifully hit through the offside. It's an attempt at a Yorker. Certainly tried and pitched it up and tried to break through his defences there, but that was a lovely shot, and they've collected 3 more.
He's a very busy cricketer and a very good cricketer, Ian Healy.
Aqib Javed is going to continue now. Oh, he's misfielded the ball, and that's allowed Border to record his 50. His 47th 50, in fact, and his 8th against Pakistan. They've got 3 men back in case Healy hits the ball in the air on the leg side. He's going for it, and he's hit it into the gap, and he's going to go whack into the fence. That's 4. Border having a little chat with the forward short leg as he walks past him.
Yes, he's just losing a little bit of the edge now off his pace. But you never know, he might just charge in again.
Oh, he's hit that in the air, and he's going to go out exactly the same way as he did in the first innings. Out caught, and Akram points down towards the pavilion. That is the end of Ian Healy.
Well, he did find a bit of extra pace. He didn't like being hooked for 4, and the extra pace caught Ian Healy.
Border then exercised his option to go off the field at the fall of the wicket. 7 for 260. Australia at the close of play from 90.3 overs. Taylor, that brilliant 101. That was a great innings against some marvellous bowling from Wasim Akram, who finished with 4 for 77 for Pakistan. At one stage he had none for 55, finished with 4 for 77 from 32.3 overs. Is Merv Hughes.
Well, he's got that one away down towards fine leg, and into the fence it goes. So the inside edge there from Merv Hughes, and the ball racing away down towards the boundary. 7 for 269. Oh, he's cut that one. He didn't exactly middle it, but he'll let himself 2 and think about the 3rd, yes, and take it.
That's perhaps a little bit of inexperience by Waqar Younis. He wanted the short one in, and the men set back for the hook shot, but he just bounced it wide of off stump, and that's a good shot. A lot of batsmen would be proud of that, cutting the ball in front of point. Always a gap there.
In the air, the open area at mid-off, the big fella put the big one down the track and plonked that one with a great deal of aplomb. He'll be very happy with himself. His 2nd boundary this morning.
Now that Australian lead has gone to the 400 mark. That's a good shot too. Taking the opportunity of one of the few balls that has been pitched up in this game to allow the drive, even though it was a lofted drive. Very useful. Frustrating for the bowler. Merv thinks it's all right.
They all look exactly the same in the scorebook, whether the 4 goes through the covers, a magnificent cover drive, or whether it's a little thick edge down to 3rd man. It was perhaps a little more than a thick edge. Give Merv more credit for that. Imran Khan, should he have a last ditch and take the new ball? Or should he cop a few more like that? Put down the glasses. That one's into the gutter, and 4 more.
Not quite sure why he hasn't taken the second new ball. I suppose you could say Wazimakra might have said, no, I'm happy with the old one, but it seemed to me if it's available that there's no reason not to take it.
Well, obviously it's going to be harder. The newness, the seam's going to be higher. Certainly it'll go quicker through the air. Bounce a bit more. And maybe that's the difference between a wicket and not.
And that's out. Merv didn't quite know where it was going. Wazimakra did. This man at short leg had no idea. He was starting to drift away from it. Merv Hughes has gone out to a bouncer after a very good innings. Drinks will be taken.
Oh, 5 times. Wicket. Magnificent. 2 times 5 in the match. 11 wickets so far. Tremendous performance by this young man. Courage, stamina, determination, and a great fighting knock of 32 from the big Victorian Merv Hughes. Australia 8 for 305.
Alan Border. He'll be joined by Terry Alderman.
Oh, and that's a nasty one. It's hit him on the head, and Alderman has gone down. He's on his knee at the moment. Looks all right to me.
I'm a little bit annoyed about this. I'm not putting the finger on Wazimakra or particularly Rick Evans, but you could see that was going to happen because Terry Alderman cannot bat and is always going to be in danger if the umpires allow bowlers to bowl bounces to batsmen that are defenceless. And I think it's a shame. One day somebody's going to get seriously hurt if they allow bowlers to bowl bounces to batsmen that can't bat, and Border is declaring as well.
So the Australians declaring with the score at 312, a lead of 428. So Pakistan would need 429 for victory.
Welcome back. Well, that was a nasty incident there involving Terry Alderman. But the card of the Australian innings at the close, Alan Border declared after Alderman was hit, 8 for 312 from 108.4 overs. Border remained 62 not out. That was an excellent partnership between Border and Merv Hughes. They added 45, and Merv Hughes got 32 of them. My word, he's improved his batting, and he's a good, courageous player. Terry Alderman 1 not out. Rackerman didn't bat. 8 for 312, and that provided a lead for Australia of 428. The bowling figures: a marvellous performance from Wazimakra, 41.4 overs, 12 maidens, 5 for 98. As distinct from the first innings, when the opening batsmen were Shoaib and Amir, this time it was Amir who came out to bat with his partner Mansoor Akhtar.
There's the first runs of the Pakistan innings. Peter Sleep hot in pursuit. They should comfortably get 3.
Merv Hughes on the way in to Amir Malik. Edged and taken by Mark Taylor once again. Mark Taylor in brilliant batting form and excellent catching form. Let's hear about that from Richie Benaud.
Yes, that is typical of the way Taylor has taken his catches, with tremendous confidence. It's a beautiful slip catch once again. Anywhere behind the wicket there is a specialist position, and Taylor has moved beautifully and in lovely balanced fashion to take the catch and give Merv Hughes a good double. He batted quite well early on with great courage, and now he's taken the first wicket with just 4 runs on the board. New batsman is Shoaib Mohammad.
Rackerman on off stump, and he goes through the gully there with an outside edge. Mansoor Akhtar picks up 3 runs. Carl Rackman's bowled some wonderful leg cutters so far today. It's gone, dropped. Alderman had the chance. He moved to his left. It was one of those. It was a beautiful piece of bowling that squared up Shoaib. There was a thick edge. You could see the ball coming all the way between Healy and Alderman. Alderman went to his left, put it down.
He has got some tape on his fingers, and I guess he's carrying a headache in terms of concentration. It's a reflex action there in the slips. And Healy, he didn't get across there. He's standing fairly deep, Alderman. Watch this.
Oh, well, you can see what happened there. Healy went the wrong way. That was the problem. He was going down leg side when he saw that ball angled in, and Alderman at the last moment was one of those difficult ones for wicketkeeper Healy.
Attempted pull shot from Mansur Akhtar, and it didn't get halfway to mid-on. 1 for 16. Terry Alderman, headache and all, to come on from the members' end. It's a very good, fine leg glance.
So far, Terry Alderman has been bowling as though the ball's going to swing, but it's a few overs old now, and there's very little movement for him. He'll have to switch from about middle and leg across to off stump, I reckon.
Oh, that's got to be out, yes. Plum LBW.
And that was the one that darts back from outside off stump, off the seam. I had the impression it didn't get up all that much either. Well, it got up enough, but it would have hit about halfway up, right in the centre of the middle stump. And you can't be more out than that. Mansur Akhtar, 14.
Javed Miandad carrying most of Pakistan's hopes in this second innings. Good bouncer and an equally good hook shot.
Really good stroke from Shoaib. Beautiful roll of the wrists in playing the stroke.
And that'll be out. That's a very good bouncer from Merv Hughes. That's well bowled. A very awkward one to play for a man of Shoaib's height.
Disappointment for the non-striker, more disappointment for the man himself, Shoaib.
Yes, that was a very awkward delivery. Not all that short, not quite short enough for him to be hooking. Well bowled, Merv Hughes. Pakistan 3 for 31.
Ijaz has joined Javed Miandad. Javed's a non-striker. Ijaz in the dark helmet.
He's going to pull that one away, and he's got it away beautifully. The seagulls scatter down on the deep square leg boundary. One bounce into the chairs. 3 for 46. Oh, he's played that one away on the offside. It's the long boundary. It won't reach the fence. But they'll end up with 3. And that 3 brings up the 50 for Pakistan.
And it's going to be Peter Sleep, Alan Border deciding change of tempo. Good shot. Well over that square cut. It's good to see that Peter Sleep is enticed to shot as well. That's very important for leg spin if they're playing shots. I'll reckon from the southern end. Shot. Just a fraction wide, and the great player plays a glorious square cut.
It was beautifully timed by Javed Miandad. Not a big backlift on that occasion. I think he's, at the moment, he's a little worried about the odd ball perhaps staying down. He's not taking a big backlift. But the important thing there was that he really rolled the wrists and hit that one, hit it into the ground, but he hit it into the pitch area, so he's hitting it into hard ground. He knew that the ball would really bounce away and reach the boundary. Beautiful placement. And he did Dean Jones, because Jones was just starting to move to his left. And he placed it away to his right. 3 for 74. Beautiful shot. He's already driven Alderman down the ground for 3. That was on the onside. And this time it's the off drive for a 4-all run. 3 for 85. It's nicely placed. I'm not sure that it was quite meant to be a shot in the first place. It was only a real afterthought.
That's where he was out caught in the first innings, playing away from his body, Ejaz, caught in slip. And this time it was the angled bat as Jarvid comes down, probably saying, try and play straight. Well, he just tried to deflect it down. I think he was a bit lucky that that went straight to ground and raced away for 4.
And that'll be 50 for Jarvid, his 37th in Test cricket. In fact, he's really hustling for 4, but it's not there. Pakistan 3 for 115.
You hang on too long, it's short. And if you let it go early, it becomes full. And to a good batsman like me and Dad, it is very, very easy prey. Is tuck that one away, get another one on the arm.
There's David Boone doing the fielding there. Merv Hughes. Here's the ball in his hand. He's about to start a new spell. Slower ball, full toss, and he's hit that one through the gap on the offside. And it's running down into the fence for 4.
And do you reckon as he ran past Merv then he said, my goodness, Merv, this bat's got a good middle.
Yes, that's the slow one, and that brings up the 100 partnership between these two.
Oh, Plum kept low. What bad luck for Javed Miandad, and what tremendous good fortune for the Australians. What a partnership breaker. Stephen Waugh, even when he's ambling in and not bowling flat out, he's had the reputation of breaking partnerships. Absolutely plumb.
Touch of Dougie Walters there. You beauty, none for one, 1 for none. Javed Miandad, the vice captain of the Pakistan team, out for a magnificent 65. LBW to Stephen Waugh, and surely now Australia can finish this match off. Pakistan in their second innings, 4 for 134.
Imran Khan, the Pakistan skipper, is the new batsman. It's a nice start for the Pakistan captain. Very experienced player, a very strong player. 4 for 138. That's a good shot. They get 3 for that.
Beautifully done by Ian Healy.
Lights deteriorating. I don't think we're far off rain. Might even be raining very lightly at the moment. Imran is in, no doubt. He's ready to go. So is Alan Border. Boos from the crowd. Alan Border's not quite so keen to get off the field. Still has 6 wickets to be taken. Maybe interested to see how quickly it clears. Well, there's no doubt that noise we heard earlier was thunder in the distance. We may be able to get get only the fringe of it. But at the moment, it's a delay.
It's been a reasonable afternoon for Pakistan. Well, certainly a reasonable second session. And Alan Border must be thinking now how long this weather's going to hang around. Talking with one of his experienced men there, David Boone. I'd have loved to have got another wicket or two tonight. Would have made their task a lot easier tomorrow. And just a final glimpse at the weather before disappearing off the ground.
10 more runs. Terry Alderman is the bowler.
It's a good shot. That's 50 for Ejaz, and a well played 50. Lovely on drive.
That's the first target achieved for Ejaz to get the half century. Now he'll have to settle down, perhaps remark the crease and aim for 100.
Well, that's well bowled. Imran in a lot of trouble there. Not sure they struck him on the, well, I think it was more the elbow or the forearm, but certainly well bowled.
Yes, it was too high to be given out. He has got an arm guard there, I'd say. And that's where it's hit him, on the arm guard. Yes, it's definitely above the gloves.
It's well struck. There's an opportunity to hit the ball through cover, and he times it beautifully. Ejaz very quick between the wickets, and they pick up 3. Good reply from him then. That was the attempted Yorker. It was just a fraction wide of the off stump. That's beautifully bowled. This is a wonderful over by Mervyn Hughes. As Ian Chappell said earlier, in Perth he bowled superbly on the last day, and once again his line is spot on, just at off stump, no straying down the leg side, the odd bouncer. This is a beautiful spell of bowling.
He's a man whose confidence is up. He's got his rhythm. He's got that little stutter out of his run up. He's in close to the stumps, and that has made a huge difference to Merv Hughes bowling, getting in close to the stumps and getting rid of that stutter in his run up. He's a man at the peak of his form at the moment.
That's beautifully bowled. A fine over. 4 for 181.
He's had a go at that one. It's in the air, and he's dropped him straight down Rackerman's throat. Normally pretty straight. It was quite a firm hit. Wasn't really that high. Rackerman saw it coming. He had it covered. Hardly had to move, and he's dropped it.
That's a tragedy for Australia. Tragedy for Merv Hughes.
It's going to be Peter Steep to take up the attack. And there was a little bit of turn there. The ball bounced too, and Imran didn't middle it. It's gone over the top of Alderman's head and hasn't reached the boundary. They'll get 3. So if they keep getting 3 every over and they don't lose any wickets, they'll win.
You're trying to spoil my day, aren't you? I came here expecting Australia to win today.
He didn't middle that. And that one also short, and it's pulled away. This one may get down to the boundary. Also a no ball, so he's got to re-bowl the delivery. Into the fence it goes, so that's 7 off this over so far.
Oh dear, that sounded from here like a nick.
I think you're right, Richie. Of course, that would have hit the top edge. Very hard to pick that up, there's no doubt about it. It's gone from bat to glove. Very quick from bat to glove, but Healy didn't hang on.
Rackerman's going to have his chance to make amends now. Oh, that's close. That was very, very close. Not playing a stroke. It's no good him shoving his pad out there now. That is one way to get yourself into big trouble on a pitch like this.
He shoved the pad at sleep. And that's what we talk about, the big jag. I think that has hit the crack. It's come back. And now the bent knee even being thrust further outside the line of the off stump.
Edged and just short of Mark Taylor at second slip. Ian Healy has a long chase. So that nearly worked for Carl Rackerman, the move around the wicket.
Certainly an edge, and it went flying away. It'd be interesting to see whether he actually got a fingertip on that one. Have a look at it from this angle. Well, if he did, it was as the ball hit the ground.
It's looking for 2 and going, and trouble for Ijaz at the bowler's end. That's well fielded, well thought out, Carl Rackerman. He saw that Ijaz was a bit slow leaving for the second.
He certainly was, and he certainly picked the right end to have a go at, because had he hit the stumps, I think that Ijaz might have been out of his ground. Have a look at that. He really didn't turn very well there, and had that hit, he would have been out.
Just in hope, that appeal. 3 slips in a gully now, with Alderman taking the new ball. Then we have Peter Sleep at point, Dean Jones at cover. That's on the offside. And then Merv Hughes at mid-on, David Boone at bat pad, and it's Carl Rackerman away down at fine leg. It was interesting there with Peter McConnell, when we were looking at Peter McConnell, as he was fiddling around putting the new ball away, and then with his counter. That's a bit closer. Yes, he's given in. Peter McConnell is in the game, and he signals that Imran Khan is LBW to Terry Alderman.
Final breakthrough. Imran's not happy. Let's have a look at the replay. He's very close. The ball pitches on middle, and well, it probably was going to hit the leg stump, I'd say, and Peter McConnell raises the finger. That's a dreadful sight. And that wicket taken with a 3rd ball of the new ball. The Pakistani captain out for 45, and they are now 5 down for 280.
Salim Yusuf, the wicket-keeper batsman, comes in at number 7. An extra slip comes in. 4 slips in a gully now. The outswinger was the off-cutter that got rid of Imran, and that was the outswinger.
Yes, it's not surprising Imran was out. He was facing his 111th delivery, and that one there just beating the outside edge. There was a lovely bit of bowling there, that one hitting the seam and just going away from the right-hander. Imran was out LBW in this fashion. The ball pitched on off, nipped back a little bit, and he was stretching forward there. The real question is, would that have missed the leg stump or not?
70 to Ijaz. Salim Yusuf yet to get off the mark. Carl Rackerman still coming around the wicket. And that one's really bounced. Gets Ijaz on the glove. And he's going for a bit of a walk.
Have a look at it. Bang.
It's a great shot. That's racing away for 4. That's a beautiful late cut. Beautifully played.
It's very well played, but the angle from around the wicket enabled Ijaz to have a little bit more room, and I can't see why Carl Rackerman is bowling around the wicket. It virtually cuts out any possibility of an LBW decision from around there.
So's that. Five for 246. Well, it didn't look to me as though he got anywhere near that. It's merely my opinion from 146.5 yards away, but it happens to coincide with the umpires as well. A good shot. Quite a chase there for the man at mid-on. Gee, I heard that from here. Oh. We didn't actually see it the first time. We get an idea of what happened here now. Oh, dear me.
It's now going to be Peter Steep again. And straight away, just a little short. Very good shot, that one. Into the fence it goes, and that brings up the 100 for Ijaz. Well, the ballers eventually got it, and Ijaz acknowledging the applause. 200s in Test match cricket, both of them scored against the Australians.
Big shout there from Alderman. Umpire Evans turns it down, and they'll take a leg by.
Another big appeal for LBW. He's given him his time. The batsman not happy about it. Well, I tell you what, Alderman is a real magic man when it comes to LBWs. He gets them so regularly, and that is largely because he gets so close to the stumps. The batsman not very happy. Let's have another look at the replay. I think this one nips back and keeps a little low as well. Well, I don't know. It pitched on middle stump, and I suspect that it was probably... Oh, well, I don't know. Perhaps I'm biased, mate, but I thought that was going down the leg side.
Well, what do you really reckon? Do you think that was out or not?
Well, I thought it was going down the leg side. Well, he obviously either has a dreadful headache or he agrees. So Salim Yusuf, whether he likes it or not, he's going to wake up tomorrow morning and read it in the paper. Out LBW off the bowling of Alderman for 38. He's not very happy, and it's now 6 down for 291. Welcome back. Wasim Akram is the new batsman. Can he complete a superb test? He's taken 11 wickets. Could he make a quick 75 and win this for Pakistan?
He hit that one pretty well. It was in the air, but well clear of any fieldsman. Down to the fence for 4. Pakistan's 300 comes up. So they now need 129 to win. Well, that's turned and well caught by Mark Taylor at first slip. Beautiful catch by Taylor, and it was the turn that beat Wasamac on that occasion. It turned very sharply and forced the edge.
Well, cutting against the spin, wasn't he? He really was cramped up. There was good delivery, and he stayed over the wicket, Peter Sweep. There it is. It starts wide, spins back, cramps him up, and Taylor takes his 5th catch in the match. A good one, good sharp catch coming forward. And now Australian with a real chance to go for the kill as Akram departs. Well bowled, Peter Sweep. Well caught, Peter Taylor. 7 for 303.
The new man in is Tosif Ahmed. He's gone over the top and hit that beautifully. Half volleys into the fence for 4. That's a terrific shot.
Why would he do that? It's an incredible stroke at this stage. What, the last over before tea?
That one's cut down towards the boundary of third man. And it'll be another 4 to Pakistan. Quite a nice little back cut, that one. 7 wickets are down. Oh, and that's hit him. That's happened on a few occasions today. He left it very late to try and get out the way, but what I like is that he's not rubbing it.
One thing a bowler likes to see is a little bit of pain being suffered by the batsman. Obviously a very keen enthusiast. Legs up, laughing at square leg. Oh, there's a
Big
left
clear there for LBW, and it's hit the back leg, missed the thigh pad again. And there is another example of one that's bounced just a little bit too much, and I suspect would have been going over the top.
Well, the action replay, we watch that again. Well, we're never going to know. Umpire Rick Evans probably believes he's been on a quiz show. He's been asked that many questions during the 5 days of this match.
And he's gone down again. I tell you what, he's hit. That's, well, this bloke's had a dreadful time this test match. They've got him everywhere. They've got him on the elbow, they've got him on the inside of the back leg, and now, well, they really have got him.
Torsif has made 11. Ijaz 121. It's going to be Merv Hughes again. Oh, my goodness me. What an extraordinary catch. What an absolutely brilliant piece of work from Jeff Marsh. Ijaz couldn't believe it. He's only just left the crease. He just stood there and looked bemused at one of the greatest catches you will ever see, and quite possibly one of the best match-winning catches.
He hit it right off the middle of the bat. Hit it beautifully, and Marsh, a brilliant catch. Merv Hughes is absolutely delighted. A beauty there from Jeff Marsh. So Ijaz is finally up for 121. A magnificent innings from the young man. Tremendous concentration and dedication. Pakistan 8 for 328.
Waqar Younis is the new batsman coming out to join Torsif Ahmed.
18 overs to be bowled. Bad ball, and that's hit away for 4.
Well, every now and then, one seems to stick in Peter Sleep's fingers. And it just stays there too long, and he drags it down. Very, very short indeed.
Terry Alderman comes into the attack. Good move by Alan Border, changing his bowlers. Alderman, the line bowler, and make the batsman play every delivery. He has 2 LBWs already. 4 slips, short point, short leg. That looked very close indeed. Playing back, Alderman strikes. A great piece of captaincy by Alan Border.
It was indeed. And when you're in a situation where you need just a couple of wickets and you're not getting them, you've got to keep changing your bowlers around. It's exactly what Alan Border did, and I think the fact that Waqar Younis played back to that one left Peter McConnell in no doubt. So he's out. LBW to Terry Alderman for 4. Pakistan now 9 for 333.
Akif Javed, maybe a very nervous young man.
And that's bounced out. David Burns shoved out a left hand, got the left hand on it, but it bounced out. It was hit pretty hard. It would have been a brilliant catch. Big shout there, and he's given him. Umpire McConnell has given the 5th LBW to Terry Alderman. And Akif Javed is not amused. The ball certainly stayed very low. It wasn't going to go over the top of the stumps. So 5 LBWs to Terry Alderman, 6 in the innings altogether. And Australia have wrapped up the first Test match by 92 runs.
That was a marvellous game of cricket from 2 very, very good teams battling away, I suppose, to see which of them will finish up rated just below the West Indians. Well, on this match, the evidence is that they are 2 excellent teams captained by Alan Border and Imran Khan. The final innings of the match, we can show you now that Pakistan finished short of what they needed. They wanted 429 to win, and they needed to last till 6 o'clock for the draw. But that is a great effort. 121 to Ijaz. Imran out for 45. Yusuf out for 38. He played very well, Salim Yusuf. 336 from 137.5 overs. And the bowling figures for Australia, they had to work very, very hard. Hughes, 42 overs, 14 maidens, 3 for 79. Bowled wonderfully well this morning, and then bowled just a little bit too short, I thought. Rackerman, 38 overs, 13 maidens, none for 67. Alderman, 5 for 105. 5 LBWs. Sleep, 1 for 64. And War, 1 for 13.